Hello, welcome to Director Majesty Photography and Graphic Designs. Okay, so today we're going to be solving a problem that most creatives face when using Photoshop, which is associated with this scratch disk they usually get full most of the time. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step process on cleaning the scratch disk and also settings that will help you to make sure that your computer does not get full or your scratch disk does not get used up in the computer but on a separate drive. Okay, so number one, what causes a scratch disk to be full? So we are going to be looking at several reasons. So we are going to be talking about several reasons that can make your scratch disk full. Number one is insufficient disk space. If the drive assigned as the scratch disk does not have enough free space, Photoshop may not be able to create temporary files needed for its operation. So for every project that you create in Photoshop, it creates a temporary file that will be storing all the information that you'll be using to design, be it a flyer, a poster, or a book cover, whatever you'll be designing at that point in time. So for Photoshop to be able to function very well storing those files, it needs space in the scratch disk. Number two, we have multiple applications running at the same time. So running multiple applications simultaneously can consume a significant amount of disk space, leading to a scratch disk space problem in Photoshop. Large file sizes are the number three causes of a scratch disk filling up. So working with large image files or multiple high resolution images can require more scratch disk space than is available, leading to these issues. Okay, the fourth reason why scratch disks have problems is because maybe you have a fragmented hard drive. A fragmented hard drive can slow down Photoshop's ability to create and access scratch disk space efficiently, potentially leading to errors, and then you might be having a corrupted scratch disk. If the scratch disk itself is corrupted or damaged, Photoshop may encounter issues when trying to use it for temporary storage. So to resolve a scratch disk space problem in Photoshop, you can try the following solutions. Number one, free up disk space on the scratch disk by deleting unnecessary files or removing them to another drive. Number two, close other applications to free up more memory and disk space for Photoshop to use. Number three, resize or optimize large image files to reduce the amount of scratch disk space that is needed. Number four, fragment the hard drive to improve disk performance and make more contiguous space available for Photoshop. Number five, change the scratch disk location in Photoshop preferences to a drive with more free space or better performance. And this is our video today. I'll be showing you how you can do this. And then number seven, we can check the scratch disk for errors and repair them if necessary. The last point is you can consider upgrading your computer's hardware, such as adding more RAM or using a faster and hard drive to improve Photoshop's performance. And last but not least, I want to encourage you to use solid state drives compared to these hard disk drives, because these HDDs, they tend to crash a lot more compared to these SSDs. So as a Photoshop user or any creative, I recommend that you start using SSDs, which is in solid state, which means it doesn't have that rotating disk inside of it. It is more convenient to use for your file handling and file transfer. Okay, so let's launch deep into the video for today. Do consider subscribing to this channel where you come and learn everything Photoshop for free. Okay, so the first step, we have to clean some space in the scratch disk. And to do that, if you're using a Windows computer, you have to press the Windows button and then you type run, RUN. Okay, type RUN and then you click on this application, and then it's going to open this dialog box, and this is the dialog box that we are going to use to clean the scratch disk which was being used by the computer. Okay, so I want you to type %TEMP %, that's %temp%, and then you press OK, and then it will automatically open for you where your scratch disk is saved. You can see all these are temporary files. Temp is for temporary files. These are all temporary files that are used by the application. It also stores Photoshop crashes. For me, I've cleaned that one. So I want you to press Ctrl A or Command A if you're using a Mac. It will select all the folders that are in the temporary files, and then you click delete to delete everything, and it will work out everything. And then there are some important or still running folders that won't be deleted, so you can skip those by selecting skip. All right, and then these important files you skip also. And after doing this, you go and empty your recycle bin. After emptying our recycle bin, we will know that we have cleaned all the scratch disk, and our scratch disk will be having some space in it. Now it's time we go and open Photoshop, and we show you the settings that you can use to change the storage space location for the scratch disk. Okay, to do that, open Photoshop, and then we are going to go to the edit section, and then we select edit preferences. That's where we can edit our scratch disk. When I tried opening this Photoshop, it was giving me this message, this one popping up on the screen. All right, that's the message that I was getting. But for now, since I've cleaned the scratch disk, now it can open. And now let's go to edit, and then you go down to the last option, and then you drag to the right side and you go to scratch disk here. This is where you fix the scratch disk problem, and then you have to select the drive with much space that you want to use. For me, this is the drive that I want to use, which is my scratch disk, which is an external drive, be my scratch disk, and then you press OK. All right, after doing this, you can open any document that you want with Photoshop. You can create an artboard, and you can use Photoshop freely without any problem. So if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and comment in the comment section below. Let me know which are the problems that you are facing using Photoshop, and I'll help you to fix them or solve them